Good morning students. Welcome to the online session. So, have you all had your breakfast in the morning? Yes, so energetic. So, you are ready to listen the class with full of energy in the morning, right? Okay. So, what is the last lesson which we have seen? What is the last lesson we have seen? Yes? Very good. Nutrition in plants. Nutrition in plants. So, what are the modes of nutrition in plants? What are the modes of nutrition in plants? Yeah, I am able to hear some answers. Very good. Autotrophic and then heterotrophic. Yes, autotrophic. They are not able to prepare their own food. Yes? Wrong. Oh, you know that I am telling the wrong answers. So, autotrophic means they are able to prepare their own food. Heterotrophic, they are not able to prepare their own food but depend on others. Clear? Okay. What is the important topic we have covered there? How does the plants prepare their food? What is that process called? Give me your answers. Light. This is the hint for you. Light. What is meant by light? Means to photo. So, what is the topic that? Photosynthesis. Green plants prepare their food with the help of, in the process of photosynthesis with the help of sunlight and chlorophyll. Okay. Now, we have seen about plants. Now, we are going to see about the animals. We have seen about plants. Now, we are going to see about the animals. First, tell me some difference between plants and animals. Tell me the difference between plants and animals. Yeah? Some answers I am able to get. Good. They can move. They cannot move. Who can move? Animals can move. Plants cannot move. They are fixed. And then, so plants can prepare their food. Animals cannot prepare their own food. This is the main point. Okay. So, plants can prepare their own food. Animals cannot prepare their own food. Clear? So, plants cannot move from place to place. Animals can move from place to place. And then, one important point is plants do not have any sense organs. If one touches you, you are able to feel it, right? If one gives a big slap to you, you are able to feel the pain. Yes or no? So, humans and animals are able to feel the pain. That is the sense organs. But plants do not have any sense organs and nervous system. Okay? And then, so chlorophyll is present in the plants and absent in the animals. With this difference, we will enter into the lesson. Clear? So, these are all the content of this lesson. They are the introduction, food, different ways of taking food, digestion in humans, digestion in animals, and then digestion in amoeba. At last, we will have a recap. The things which are enlightened in the green, we will be covering it today. Okay. So, they are the introduction, food. We have seen about the food already in the last class. Yes. And then different ways of taking food. And then we will have a recap. The remaining topics we will cover in the next session. So, we will get into it. So, first introduction. Animals get their food from plants either directly or indirectly by eating animals that eat plants. So, how do the animals get food? How do the animals get food? So, animals like cow, goat, deer, etc. are dependent on the plants. So, animals are directly dependent on plants. What do you mean by indirectly dependent? That means the animals such as lion, tiger are depend on the plant-eating animals. Clear? Animals such as lion, tiger depends on the plant-eating animals. So, that is the word indirectly refers to here. So, animals get their food from plants either directly or indirectly. Some animals eat both plants and animals. Who is that animal? We humans, right? So, human beings eat both plants and animals. And then, animal nutrition include, we are seeing what is the topic of this lesson? Nutrition in animals. So, the nutrition process in animals include nutrient requirement. What do you mean by nutrient? What do you mean by nutrient? Good. So, nutrient is nothing but the components which are present in the food. Nutrient is nothing but the component which are present in the food. And then mode of intake of food, that is taking in the food materials. So, that is the mode of taking in the nutrient, and the nutrient is converted into nutrition and it is utilized by the body. Then, so different organisms have different eating habits. Yes or no? Different organisms have different eating habits. Yes or no? Tell me yes or no? Yeah, yes. So, here also you are able to see two pictures, right? Here a goat eats grass and rabbit and cow depends on grass. But sharks, tiger, they eat other animals. So, whether the eating habits of all the animals are same or different? Whether the eating habits of all the animals are same or different? Yeah, it is different. Now, we will move to the next. So, food. As I already said you in the last class, what is meant by food? I am not going to open my mouth. Tell me your answers. What is mean by food? Food is nothing but which gives us energy to our body. Nourish. That means to give energy. Carbohydrates are complex food components because during the process of photosynthesis, what is formed there? During the process of photosynthesis, what is formed there? Yes, carbon dioxide plus water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll gives carbohydrate plus oxygen. Yes, carbohydrate is nothing but complex one. So, carbohydrate we get from plants. Carbohydrate we get from plants. It is a complex food component. So, we cannot take the raw carbohydrate inside. So, they are to be broken down into simpler ones. Consider you have a full dosa. Whether you are able to eat that full dosa in a single gulp? No. We need to piece it and then eat. Likewise, carbohydrate also, its full volume does not give us energy. It has to be broken down into simpler pieces. So, now I will tell you the definition for digestion. So, the breakdown of complex food components into simpler ones. That is the breakdown of carbohydrates into some other nutrient is called as digestion. Listen to me. The breakdown of complex food components into simpler ones is called as digestion. That is the carbohydrate is broken down into simpler ones. So, this is a complex substance. Yes, have a look at here. This is a complex substance. See, here this complex substance has been broken down into three simple substances. Yes or no? So, the complex substance has been broken down into three simpler ones. So, digestion is of two types. Yes, digestion is of two types. One is the mechanical method and other one is the chemical method. Mechanical or we can tell it as physical digestion. It takes place in the mouth. First, where does the digestion process take place? We take in the food. So, it enters into the esophagus and then it enters into the enters the food pipe, then esophagus and then stomach and then it gets digested. Clear? So, it is the physical process. We crunch it, right? We chew the food. So, this is the physical process. So, breaking down the complex food into simpler ones. So, this is the physical process and then the chemical process takes place in the stomach. So, the chemical process takes place in the stomach. They are converted into various energy types. First, the digestion is physical, it takes place in the mouth, and then in the stomach it is the chemical method. So at night time, how do you sleep? How do you sleep in the night time? Straight or by side? So to improve our digestion, we used to eat food in the night, we used to sleep. So the digestion process does not take place properly. So for improving the digestion at night time, we need to turn towards our left and sleep. We need to turn towards our left because we have a stomach at the left. So when we turn, the digestion process takes place in a good way. And then, so these are the nutrients, components of food. That is, food which we take in is divided into carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamins, minerals, and then water. So this is the concept of digestion, that is, the complex substance is broken down into simpler ones. The complex substance is broken down into simpler ones. What is this process named as? What is this process named as? It is called as digestion. Okay. Now we will go to the next. So what are the sources of food? What are the sources of food? What are the sources of food? So plants cannot prepare their own food. Can prepare their own food. Animals cannot prepare. Yes. So the animal sources of food are vegetables, spices, cereals, meat, etc. So human beings are able to get their food either from plants directly or also from animals. Yes, these are the sources of food. And then, what is the importance of food? For young children, right? For young children need to take nutritious food for the good growth of bodies. And the children may receive between 50% and 75% of the daily calories. Children live healthy by eating good food. And the importance of food is we need to live. And then it makes us strong as healthy for maintaining the body and then to fight against diseases. It gives us energy. Clear? Next. So what are the components of food? That is, what are the nutrients that are present in the food? They are fat, protein, vitamins and minerals, carbohydrates. Fat, proteins, vitamins and minerals, and then carbohydrate. So, for what all these nutrients are used are? First, carbohydrates. Have a note of it. Clear? Try to take hints while teaching. Clear? So, carbohydrates. Carbohydrates helps in giving energy to the nervous system. What is the work of carbohydrate? It gives energy to the nervous system. And then protein. Protein helps in the growth of hair, nails, and helps in repairing and building the body tissues. So proteins helps in growth of hairs and nails, and then it helps in building and then repairing the damaged cells. Clear? And then vitamins. Vitamins helps in healing the wounds. What do you mean by wounds? If you have injuries, right? These injuries are called as wounds. So vitamins helps in healing wounds. And then minerals. Minerals help us to stay strong and stay healthy, and it mainly helps in building our strong bones. Minerals helps in building a strong bones. And then one more thing is fat. So fats helps to keep our body warm. Fats helps to keep our body warm, and it also helps in supporting the cell growth. Up to this, I hope you are clear. Two modes of nutrition are there. They are autotrophic and then heterotrophic, right? So what we have seen, introduction we have seen, and what are the sources of food, what are the importance of food, what are the components of food. Clear? And then what is the main thing we have seen here? That is digestion. Breakdown of complex food substance into smaller one. This complex one into smaller ones is called as digestion. So the remaining thing we will continue in the next